So today we are going to take a look at one of the exciting new features in Acumatica 2021 R2. And this new feature is related items. It is included with the distribution suite, does not require e-commerce. It's available for both stock items and non-stock items on the sales orders and the invoices forms. And with this related items feature, you can specify cross-sell items, upsell items, and substitute items. You can make those items be required or optional. You can also specify a default quantity for those substitutions. And in addition, there is a brand new inquiry screen to view the history on those substitutions. So let's dive in and take a look. In order to get started using the related items feature, I do need to make sure that I have enabled the feature on the Enable Disable feature screen. And I can do that underneath the Inventory and Order Management section, and I need to make sure that I have related items enabled. Once I've done this, on the Related Items tab of my stock and non-stock items, I will have access to create the various types of related items. I can choose from cross-sell, upsell, substitute, and other. And each of these options has functionality associated with it. So in the case of the upsell and the substitute items, those related items will actually replace the existing item on the order, whereas the cross-sell and the other options will simply add that as an additional item on the sale. I also have the ability to specify a tag associated with my substitution to add some additional information. Then of course my replacement item, and I can specify how many of that item should be suggested. So for example, for my one folding picnic table, I would suggest adding an additional 4 chairs. There's also the new ability on this screen to specify if customer approval is needed or not needed, and as well if the substitution is required. On the customer screen, there is a new option under Other Settings on the Shipping tab called Suggest Related Items. With this option checked, the system knows that when I create a sales order for this customer or an invoice for this customer, I would like to see related items. If this box is unchecked, then that customer will not show related items. On the Sales Orders Preferences screen, a new related item setting has been added to specify that we would like to only show available related items. And that will be the default setting when I am on a sales order. If I would like to see related items that are out of stock, I would have that option here to set as well. So now with all of those settings in place, we're going to head over to our sales order screen. And here we can see we've created a new sales order for our USA bartending school customer. And we have 2 items on that order, the table and the crib. And in both cases we can see that there are some substitutions available. I'm going to go ahead and specify a quantity of 1 for the table and a quantity of 1 as well for the crib. And you can see that in both cases I'm receiving a more, well, this one seems to be in stock, but I don't have enough of the table. And the system is suggesting that I could take a look at my substitute, upsell, and cross-sell items. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now the green icon here indicates that there are some optional upsell, cross-sell, or substitute items. So let's drill in and see what those are. And we can see here that we have the ability to add right from this screen the suggested items, and I'm going to go ahead and suggest to the customer that they might want to add 4 chairs onto their item. So we will now do that, and you can see that those chairs are now on the order. Still have a problem with the availability for the table. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see what my options are here. I could suggest to the customer, would they like to substitute perhaps a folding picnic table in the beige, or perhaps they would like to consider the solid wood picnic table. That would be an upsell, and I can see that would be an extra $171. And the customer agrees to that, so we're going to go ahead and do an upsell there on that item. And when I do so, it's going to add the solid wood picnic table on the order, and you can see that the folding table is now gone. Now I'm going to take a look at my convertible crib, and here the red icon is indicating that this item actually has to be substituted. And that was a setting that was configured on that related items tab when I clicked the required checkbox. And it's suggesting that we substitute the alternative crib, and customer approval here we can see is not needed, so we can go ahead and make that substitution. So with that, I've finished my order, and I am going to go ahead and process that through. And I'm going to prepare the invoice. And once I've done that, then we are going to take a look at one more quick item here, which is the reporting. And here on the related item history inquiry screen, I can see a history of all of the upsells, cross-sells, substitutes, and other types of related items that have been transacted in my system. I hope you found this overview of the new related items functionality in Acumatica 2021 R2 Distribution Suite to be informative and helpful. Have a great day.